Hello everyone, I'm Kajal Mehra and today we are at Electronica, Productronica India 2025 and today with us is Mr. Sekhara Thindi and he's the Principal SME of APAC region at Emerson Test and Measurement. Hi Shekhar, I welcome you and can you please introduce yourself and a little bit more about Emerson Test and Measurement and your role at Emerson to our audience.
Okay. Hey, thanks for reaching Emerson interview. So, my name is Sekhar. As you told, I am the principal subject matter expert serving the aerospace and defense customers.
Okay.
Right? NI is the expert in the modular and scalable test and measurement instruments. Right?
Okay.
If you take the ecosystem, starting from the semiconductor chip manufacturing to the assembled boards, PCBs, PCB testing, and also the product level testing, be it for the application of semiconductor application or the aerospace and defense application or the telecom and the other applications.
Okay.
So we have the test and measurement solutions which serves across all these domains.
Okay. So thank you so much for this introduction. And moving ahead to the Q&A session, so my first question for you is that Emerson has a strong test and measurement portfolio. So what are the key factors the key focus areas are you highlighting at this year's event in the Electronica and the events that are going to come in the future?
Okay. So like as I mentioned, NI has introduced the PXI modular and scalable approach in the test and measurement world, right?
Okay.
So we have the solutions that are like software centric. Then we have introduced AI also into the test and measurement,
yes,
right? So with this scalar and modular instrumentation, so customers who are making the chips or the products can scale their systems and then to validate their systems at various phases of the product development and bring their product to the market quickly, right?
Okay, so as principal SME of APAC region, how do you see Emerson strengthening its partner ecosystem in India?
Yeah. So partners is our biggest asset across the globe, right?
Okay.
So we as NI we make the hardware products and software, right, which are suitable for most of the customers. But in many cases, customer need an end-to-end solution for an complete automated test systems, right, which includes NI hardware and software. But as a automated test software that will be easy for the customer to quickly run that and then validate their DUTs. That's where the product, our partners ecosystem will help us to broaden our market share and also to give the value addition to the customers about the solution that they are expecting.
Okay. So with India's electronic and semiconductor ecosystem that is growing very rapidly, where do you see the biggest opportunities for Emerson?
So, like we are there from the wafer level validation to the packaged chip level or an assembled board level or to the complete end product level validation. So we have the NI test and measurement presence across all these areas. So these are all the areas of our focus, right? And then we are closely monitoring the growth and the investment that is happening around the semiconductor ecosystem in India. So we are closely working with all the semiconductor companies and the OSATs and MSMEs as well.
Okay. How is Emerson balancing global innovation with local customers' needs and in the Indian and the SAARC market?
Okay. So as I told, so we have the scalar and modular PXI measurement instruments and the data acquisition systems and things like that.
Okay.
So and these products are serving across the globe in various countries in the similar market. So we are leveraging that expertise and then bringing the new products and AI and software workflows into the products. And then we have the biggest R&D office in Bangalore,
Yes.
Around 400 people are sitting there
Hmm.
who are working on developing all those softwares that are required or integrated with our hardware
Hmm.
to serve the customers in all the business across the business areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sustainability and efficiency are becoming a crucial across industry.
Right.
And how is immersion test and measurement business enabling customers to meet these goals?
Right. So uh, the backbone of our test and measurement instrument that we make is the PXI, right? As I told it,
Yeah.
is like modular and scalable.
Hmm.
So once the customer plans validation at the previous preliminary stage,
Hmm.
we can scale it to the next level
Hmm.
with multiple functionalities added, but scaling of the validation sequence will become very easy with the scalar and modular approach that we have.
Okay.
That's how we are helping the customers in whether the customer is working in the design phase or validation phase or the production. So it's very easy with our scalar and modular approach to expand it to the next phases of the validation, the design validation and the production phase of the customer's product life cycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So moving ahead to our last question, that what can visitors and partners expect from immersions present at the show, this Electronica, and how do you plan to engage with them during the 3 days?
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you can see, we are demonstrating the hardware capabilities across the different domains, like starting from the data acquisition system to the RF 5G 6G validation, right?
Okay.
And then the EMS PCB level validation. So all the automated test and measurement capabilities that NI has, we're showcasing it here.
Okay.
Right? We are happy to engage with the customers and then introduce our VXI systems and the AI centric. Like we have recently introduced the AI inside our LabVIEW and test and who are like there are flagship software products, right?
Okay.
So we introduced AI into that. So customer can see the demos of the AI Nigel that we call it as, right? So and then customer can explore it and see what all the different advanced features that we have introduced into the Nigel with the Nigel in the LabVIEW and test and the softwares that we have.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you so much, Shekhar, for these insights, for answering our questions very well, and for your time too. And thank you so much for watching us.
Thank you.